Hi, welcome to another episode of Tarot Through Time. I'm your host, Psychic Tarot Andrew, and today we turn our attention to a man whose life was steeped in both power and paradox, John F. Kennedy, a president, a war hero, and a symbol of hope, and the subject of one of history's most enduring mysteries. In this episode, I will draw cards, I have drawn cards, for the 35th President of the United States of America. His rise, his shadow, and the legacy that still shapes the world. Born in 1917 into one of America's most influential families, John Fitzgerald Kennedy seemed destined for greatness, but also marked by fragility. He suffered long-time health issues, even as he forged his path through the Navy, the Senate, and ultimately the White House. With youth, charm, and eloquence, JFK became a beacon of change, inspiring a generation with visions of progress, civil rights, and space exploration. But behind the polished image were immense pressures. The Cold War, personal struggles, political enemies, and secrets woven deep in the corridors of power. His assassination in Dallas in 1963 sent shockwaves through the world, and questions still echo to this day. I drew 3 cards that I may have drawn if I had alive to read for him, to explore the essence of JFK's purpose, his conflict, and his myth. The first card is the sun. This is clarity, charisma, and radiant leadership. JFK shone with the kind of light that is felt very rarely. His speeches stirred hearts. His presence commanded attention. The sun symbolizes optimism, vision, and public success. This card reflects how he inspired a nation during a time of fear and division. His gift was making people believe in what could be. The second card I may have drawn for him is the Two of Swords, a card of difficult decisions, inner conflict, and the weight of responsibility. Behind Kennedy's confidence was a man carrying the burdens of impossible choices, from nuclear standoffs to civil rights battles, from military actions to political compromises. The Two of Swords reminds us that even great leaders often stand at the crossroads, blinded by pressure, trying to do what's right when every option carries risks. The final card I may have drawn for him is the Hangman, a symbol of suspension, sacrifice, and seeing from a new perspective. This card reflects JFK's legacy, his life cut short, his presidency suspended in time, but it also reveals how his influence continued to evolve after death. The Hangman suggests that JFK's story wasn't just about what he achieved, it's about what he left unfinished and how that absence reshaped the world. Together, these cards, the Sun, the Two of Swords, and the Hangman, tell the story of a man born to lead, burdened by choice, and transformed into symbol through sacrifice. JFK was more than a politician. He was a dreamer, and he believed in progress. A flawed man, but he still reached for greatness. And in the end, a figure whose light still casts long shadows on the road ahead. Thank you for joining me, Psychic Tarot Andrew, for this edition of Tarot Through Time, as we read the cards for John F. Kennedy. In the next episode of Tarot Through Time, we leave the marble halls of power for the smoky backrooms of Chicago. Join me as we draw cards for Al Capone, mob boss, legend, and the face of American crime. Until then, keep your intuition sharp and let the cards reveal the deeper truth. This has been Psychic Tarot Andrew, and if you enjoyed this, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and most importantly, share Psychic Tarot Andrew and visit me at AskPsychicDrew.com And if you have a suggestion of who you'd like me to read for, leave it in the comments. Thank you for visiting. See you next time. Peace.